Students, in last class we discussed about the center-tapped full wave rectifier. In the center-tapped full wave rectifier, we achieved the 81.2% of efficiency. So it is good sign for the good rectifier. Along with, we reduced the ripple factor. It is nearly about 0.48. It is also good thing. But in the center-tapped full wave rectifier, we are having some drawbacks that center-tapped full wave rectifier diodes having the higher peak inverse voltage. It is one of the drawback, and one more, that center tap transformer itself drawback in the rectifier. Yes, why? Because to making the center tap transformer is difficult, and the size of the center tap transformer is also more, and it is costly one. So to eliminate the drawbacks in the center tap transformer, that are peak inverse voltage and center tap transformer, so we are moving into the bridge. So here we are using the 4 diodes which are connected in the bridge format. Instead of center of transformer, we are using the step down transformer. So here in this bridge rectifier, we are using one step down transformer, then 4 diodes which are connected in the bridge format, and output are raised to load at the output side. Yes. So you can observe the circuit diagram of bridge rectifier. In this, we are giving the input as Vi equals to Vm sin omega t. So here these 4 diodes are connected in the format of electrical bridge. So this one is called bridge rectifier. So here we are applying the 0 to 2 of time period. It is one cycle. In that 0 to 5 is positive half cycle and 5 to 2 is negative half cycle. So here we are considering the case 1. So time period is 0 to 5. Here Vi is input voltage is positive voltage. So this positive voltage, so point A is positive with respect to the negative. So this point A is connected to the D1 D4 diodes. So here point A is connected to the anode of diode D1 and cathode of diode D4, and point B is connected to the cathode of diode D2 and anode of diode D3. So when you are applying the V equals to positive voltage, that means positive half cycle, then diode D1 D2 are both in forward bias, D3 D4 are in reverse bias. So the diode D1 D2 are in conduction, D3 D4 are in reverse bias, it is open circuited. So you can observe the equivalent diagram in this circuit, in this slide. Yes. So in this case, so whenever you apply the positive half cycle, diode D1 and D2 are short circuited. So the current is flowing through the load resistor in the path of D1 to RL, then D2, then ground. Here, so here you can say whatever we applied the input, that will be applied at the load resistor V0. So you can consider the output here 0 to 5. So whatever we applied the input, that will be applied at the output at load resistor RL. And considering the case 2, it is a time period of 5 to 25. In this we are applying the negative half cycle. During the negative half cycle, diode D3 and D4 both are in forward bias, and diode D1 and D2 are in reverse bias. So that means diode D1 and D2 are in open circuited and diode D3 D4 are in short circuited. You can observe the equivalent diagram in the slide. So in this, whatever we applied the input, that will be applied at the output, but it is inverted because current is flowing opposite direction. Okay. So when you are applying the positive half cycle, 2 diodes are in conduction, 2 diodes are in open circuited. Yes, when you consider the negative half cycle, again 2 diodes are in conduction, 2 are in open circuited. So due to these two reasons, we are getting the full wave rectification. Clear? So now we will analyze the all the parameters of the bridge rectifier is similar to the our previous center tapered full wave rectifier only. So instantaneous output current, so it is also similar to our center tapered full wave rectifier. So I equals to Im sin alpha in the time period of 0 to 5, and I equals to minus Im sin alpha 5 to 2 5. So here Im equals to what we can write, Vm by resistance, it is nothing but 2 Rf plus RL. So 2 RF is the, in previous we have written only 1 RF, here I am writing 2 RF because here when we are applying the one half cycle, any one of the half cycle, either positive half cycle or negative half cycle, so two diodes are in conduction. That means the two diodes offers the resistance, that resistance is power resistance. So that's why I am writing 2 RF plus load resistor RL. Clear? So in previous center tapered full wave rectifier we have written Im equals to Vm by Rf plus RL, but here I am writing Im equals to Vm by 2 Rf plus RL because here two diodes are in conduction for the, any of the half cycle. Next, we'll discuss about the DC output current. So this DC output current is about average value of current. Yes. So IDC equals to 1 by 2 pi 0 to 2 pi I d alpha. So by substituting that I value, whatever we consider the instantaneous output current, by substituting that will, you will get the 2 Im by 5. Why? Because it is also full wave rectifier. Yes. So it is similar to our center tapered full wave rectifier. Similar to RMS output current, it is also similar to our center tapered full wave rectifier. So IRM equals to the formula 1 under root 1 by 2 pi 0 to 2 pi I square d alpha. By substituting the values, after simplifying, we will get Im by root 2. Clear? Next, RMS value of AC component. So it is common to all rectified, is equals to I dash RMS equals to root of I square RMS minus. Clear? And ripple factor is nothing but I dash RMS by IDC. It is nothing but RMS value of AC component to the pulsating pulsating DC or DC current. Yes. So by substituting the all the values, you will get the, it is equals to ripple factor equals to 0.483. Why? Because it is also full wave rectifier. So we are getting the two cycles in the output. It is similar to our center tapered rectifier only. So again input power, it is also similar to our center tapered rectifier, but here I am writing, while we are writing the equivalent resistance, it is 2 RF plus RL because here two diodes are in conduction. And efficiency, it is nothing but PDC by PI. So by substituting all the values, again we are getting 81.2. So here efficiency also similar to our center tapered rectifier. So this efficiency is 81.2. It is the maximum when RF equals to 0. So this means when you consider the ideal diode and DC diode voltage. So in off air rectifier, we are getting it is Vm by 5. Yes. So in full wave rectifier, we are having two diodes and we are considering any one of the diodes. Here we are having the four diodes. In that four diodes, we may consider any one of the diodes. So here I am considering the diode D1. In this diode D1, so it is in the time period of 0 to 5 case 1, the diode D1 is forward bias for the positive half cycle. So V diode equals to I into Rf. Why? Because the diode offers the very small resistance, it's almost equals to 0. Yes, and 5 to 2 5. So in this diode D1 is reverse bias, so V diode equals to 0. Yes, and V diode equals to Vm sin alpha in the time period of 5 to 2 5 time period. So we can write V diode equals to the average value equals to, it is V diode, the average value equals to, from the formula you will get minus Vm by 5. It's nothing but changing the DC output voltage when load changes from no load to full load. So you will get it is equals to R by RL into 100. Here R is nothing but 2 RF. Clear? And peak inverse voltage, here peak inverse voltage is Vm. Why? Because peak inverse voltage is nothing but, so the voltage drop across the diode when it is in reverse bias. Yes. So V diode is equals to Vm sin alpha in the reverse bias. We know in previous only we studied. Yes. So here equals to, when alpha equals to 90, here peak inverse voltage equals to Vm. So this is the advantage of our bridge rectifier. In our center tapered full wave rectifier, peak inverse voltage equals to 2 Vm, but here it is equals to Vm. So it can work up to Vm voltage. That means the rating of diode is very small, so the cost of the diode is also very small. So this peak inverse voltage is the disadvantage for our semi-tapered full wave rectifier. Why? Because it is 2 Vm, high value. So now this peak inverse voltage is reduced to Vm, so this is the advantage of our bridge rectifier. And similarly, form factor, it is nothing but is the ratio of RMS current to the DC current. So it is equals to 1.1. Clear? So here this break here the peak inverse voltage is overcome in the bridge rectifier. Clear? So what are the drawbacks in this shunt-tapped transformer, shunt-tapped full wave rectifier? That are, one is peak inverse voltage, higher peak inverse voltage. Second one is shunt-tapped transformer. So we remove the shunt-tapped transformer and we used the normal step-down transformer. And here peak inverse voltage is Vm only. So these two are the drawbacks, and these two are overcome in our bridge rectifier. So the remaining all are same. Frequency of output, it is also same as our semi-tapered full wave rectifier. Here the ripple frequency or output frequency equals to 2f naught, and transformer utilization factor is also improved here. So it is equals to PDC by AC rating of second row winding, it is equals to 0.81 into RL by 2 RF plus RL. Here we are considering the second row winding resistance is 0. Advantage of bridge rectifier. So it provides the very small ripple factor. It is nearly 0.48. That means it is similar to our shunt-tapped rectifier, and it does not require the shunt-tapped transformer. This is the main advantage, because shunt-tapped transformer is used in the shunt-tapped full wave rectifier. So due to that, the cost of the rectifier is increases. Now we are using only we are not using the shunt-tapped transformer, so the cost of the rectifier is less compared to the shunt-tapped transformer full wave rectifier, and it provides the greater efficiency. It is 81.2. Same efficiency is provided by the shunt-tapped transformer full wave rectifier also, and greater TUF, transfer reflection factor, also improved here. So in previous shunt-tapped transformer full wave rectifier, we are getting it is 0.69. Now it is equals to 0.81. So here bridge rectifiers can be used as high voltage rectifiers when diode having the higher breakdown voltage. That means when the diode breakdown voltage is more than 311 volts, then we can use this bridge rectifier as higher voltage rectifiers. Thank you.